there's another road that comes just basically there, just over the other side where them wind turbines. But I decided to stay on the Washington side and head west on the 14. It's single track all this way, but I think you'll agree it's not exactly busy. I'm cruising along at 60 here, and it's beautiful. Temperatures up at 37. Hot, hot, hot. And I don't want no one to cry, but tell them if I don't survive, I'll be born free. I'm born free. I'm born free. I'm hoping to find somewhere along here where I can get parked and maybe go for a bit of a swimming. Get in there. Down in Oregon, so I'll be picking him up, taking him home. Are two totally different places. I don't know even where the same state. It's so Mexican vibe. If you get into Paco, places like that in the south and the east of Washington State, it's just like I say. It's very well. There's a lot of Mexicans, a lot of produce over this side, apples, pears, you name it. You know, it grows over here, and. So you got a lot of migrant workers. So you go to somewhere like Paco or somewhere like that, you aren't going to hear English spoken very much. It's going to be mainly Spanish, which obviously a problem for me. I speak Spanish, so. But that's the way it is. It's just like, and the bright colours. If you come through those kind of places, you'll notice the bright, vibrant colours, the greens, the yellows, just like Mexico. Very, very much like Mexico. It's nice. I like it. Just there, just over that here water. This is the Columbia. Sorry, that is the Columbia, but I don't know what desert this one's called. No doubt Richard will let us know. He's the man in the know. Or Stephanie. prices to hire those boats. Jesus, they're expensive.
We loaded up yet?
Anyway, England, that's one of the huge, just coming the other way, that's one of the huge companies out here, massive company. Probably 20,000 trucks or something ridiculous, or 20,000 trailers. They're all, well, just about all of those are double manned, non-stop regular routes and stuff. I think it pays them pretty well, but that's not my idea of a lifetime in that. Two people in a truck constantly, that wouldn't, I wouldn't just non-stop the truck, drive, they just swap over, drive, it doesn't stop. That to me is no life at all. I couldn't do that. Apart from that, the trucks are big, yeah, but it's, gee, no, double manning. Oh, no, never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Not in here. So that's my view on the double man thing. Vancouver, Washington, not Vancouver, BC, Vancouver, Washington. There is two of them, or maybe more even. So that's about 150 miles, just follow this river along. I've driven in worse places. So like I say, I've said before, you know, I've got time now. I had time to chill out this morning and what have you with the chipmunks. And stop, shower, shit like that, and because I pedal that, basically. If you pedal like fuck, you get there, you get ahead of yourself. Even though I had to have to stop to get a tyre changed and what have you last night, so I had to stop a bit short of where I wanted to get to. There's another video gone about that. I'll put up tomorrow when I get home. I've gone off them a bit. I had to, I'm on to my Kenworths at the moment, W900s. Really liking the W900. I want a W900 with a W990 bonnet on it, hood. That's what I want. This is the quiet before the calm before the storm, because once I get over near Vancouver, another 100 mile I've got, maybe 130 mile, something like that, of nice chilled out roads. Then it's back to the boom, hustle, bustle, all the cities, all that shit. Look at the size of that train. I don't know if you can see that right over there. I ain't got zoom on this camera. That's huge. £7,000 that is. Not Here's one I meant to be talk to you about. I hear a lot and about people talking about the good old days. Now let me tell you, the good old days. I hear a lot about this, and not just on the Facebook channel, the truckers want to go on, and other forums and stuff like that. I've heard it on quite a few, and over here in America, not just in England and Europe. The good old days. Now let me tell you, the good old days, yeah? This is my thoughts on the good old days and how it was a lot better. I heard these old timers saying, oh, it was a lot better and blah, blah, blah in the good old days. Well, I might have not been driving as long as some of these old boys have been at it for forever with all the super experience and super truckers and shit like that. Look at the train. I was wondering, I wanted to be a train driver when I was a kid. Similar sort of career I chose today. Yeah, so let's see the good old days, right? The good old days consisted of fucking a hard seat with no air suspension seat, rock solid, no night heater, sleeping in Jack's Hill bunkhouse, day rest cabs, sleeping across the seats. And what else? Okay, here's another one. Longbones haulage I started for you. Back in the day, I didn't realise that he'd obviously disconnected the heater fan. He used to disconnect the fan electric, so you couldn't idle the truck and blow hot air blowing out on you. You had to get moving the truck to blow the air in to get any hot air going. Back in the day, I didn't get that. It was just, he just used to say, oh, they don't work, and that was it. So you just took it for granted. Obviously, as you get a bit older, a bit wiser, you wise up to these things. I think you bastard. You know, so there's just a couple of the good old days, as they say. Black and white television. Black and white telly, about so big in my truck. Yeah, look at the size of that thing I've got now. Look at the size of that, eh? I've got every channel. I've got Netflix, I've got Amazon Prime, I've got fucking everything. I've got a huge coffee maker down there. You can have this in a European truck, you can have them in any truck, you know what I mean? It's just so easy now. That with this little black and white telly, I would be spending probably an hour a night trying to alter that aerial, mess about with that aerial, trying to get some kind of signal. In the end, you just give up. You'd get this grainy, horrible shit signal. Never really went that well anyway. And don't get me on about that satellite dish I once bought. Now that was the fucking biggest waste of money ever. That thing was just ridiculous. That was out when I was living in Spain. I thought I had the dog's bollocks. Big satellite dish, up and down all night. Never did get that thing to work. What else about the good old days? Trying to find a shower that was any good, in fact. Nobody wanted you anywhere, nothing like that. Truck stops are a lot better now. They are definitely over here, obviously, but they're coming on in England and Europe, I see. They are getting better. Your German ones are good, they've always been good. But compared to way back in the day, wow, if you went down to Italy, fucking hell, you'd be lucky if you found anywhere with a shower. You know, there's far and few between. Spain, there wasn't that many either. France always had reasonable ones. But still, they're not, it wasn't brilliant. Like I say, and this is what the old guys say, the good old days. There's one as well. You'd start the truck up. Fucking hell, you'd start it up in the morning. And I've heard people mention as well about, I've heard people mention as well about, the truck's been a lot more reliable. A lot more fucking reliable back in the day. There's somebody tripping. You know what I mean? I think so, half the time some people are smoking things when they come out with these stupid things. Your old, I've had a few Scanias. 82 I've driven, 112, 92, 81 I think. It's a weird one. Or 81 or something. That was a strange old beast. So you'd start these old things up in the morning. They'd never ever crank up on all 6. It would always start on 4 or something like that. The whole fucking car park or wherever you're parked in the yard would be full of smoke. Absolutely full of smoke. And that was the good old days. That Russian bird would have, oh God, she'd have had a duck fit, wouldn't she? She really would. So there you go, the good old days. I've got an air conditioning in this unit. He didn't have air conditioning. That was one as well. Here we go. I'm on a rant now. Go to live in Spain. Drive in Spain. Drive international. You'll love it. Dog's Bollocks International. Oh, you'll be the kiddie. Always wanted to be international. Then I did that trip to Yugoslavia. I was like, whoa, this is the kiddie. Managed to land a job out in Spain. Went over to Spain to live. Absolutely brilliant. Fucking check me out. I was there just towards the end of winter, February I moved out. So it wasn't too bad, you know. The temperature was good. And then obviously as it came towards the summer months, things are warming up, aren't they? Great. You know, going down to load strawberries